And our last speaker, Sean.
Chair and board member Sean Edgar with Cleanfleets.net. I will add to the Love Fest just by thanking staff for the efforts to include natural gas vehicles. I'll have a couple focus comments as we roll out this year 5 Prop 1B program. First of all, thank you much for including the small fleet issues, natural gas. Others have touched on that. There'll be an ongoing issue that we'll work out with staff on the issue of reporting for vehicles that are using renewable natural gas. Staff had required some reporting, and so we'll work out for some of the folks like our members that make their own renewable natural gas. That may be a pretty simple task. For folks that are buying natural gas at a merchant facility, we'll have to work through some of the reporting issues. The key thing in the time I have left would just be to address 2 items. First of all is the long mile fix. So I'm grateful to staff for including $6.3 million to fix the long mile. These are the 1,400 devices plus or minus diesel particulate filters that were recalled. And so staff had the foresight to include $6.3 million in fixing that issue. There are a couple key things that I would just punctuate that we probably need to plan for the worst and hope for the best. And what I mean by that is it may not be a direct drop replacement. So out of the 1,400 units, our members operate several hundred of those. And it may not be a direct replacement, which is the cheapest alternative. It may actually be a whole new engineered system, and there are a couple reasons for that. First of all, the device itself, when it was verified by the board, had a very low operating temperature. My understanding is the replacement device has to operate at a higher temperature, so it may be an active system versus a passive system. Second of all, there's an installer reliability issue there that apparently the last installer who touches the vehicle has to take responsibility for every other weld, bracket, and all the other work that had been done prior to that last installer. So as part of this replacement, you may find amongst your approved installer network hesitation to take responsibility for an existing system by direct dropping in a replacement system. It may end up, because of warranty and installer issues, drive more toward complete system replacement, which is the more costly option. So just to put a word out there, $6.3 million is a great down payment, but I would just suggest we plan for the worst, hope for the best, and we may be back in front of you asking for additional funds as the installations begin. And then in the 30 seconds I have left, I'll just touch on optional no-NOx engines. I think that's great that, and I heard Dr. Wallerstein's comment, especially in South Coast, you need the cleanest engines, and board staff wants to reward those cleanest engines and get those rolled out. That's great. My only challenge on timing of the optional no-NOx engines, this year 5 money is programmed to go out by the end of 2016, and I'm just not sure whether the engines are out there. So if you're tying the incentive funding to an engine that is not currently commercially available, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be commercially available during 2016, we may have a timing issue there. So those are my comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you.